Let's see. Is this better? I hope that this is better. I have no idea why the bitrate is oscillating so much, to be entirely honest. And I have already gotten like all of the recommended settings. Oh, let's check. Yeah, all of my settings are okay. My CPU is going insane or anything, so it is really weird that I am having issues right now. Oh. Also, hey, Steam, why are you getting PNG to reply? There we go. Ooh, yeah, I see the lag. Huh. That is weird. Very weird. I have never had a lag spike like this. And I have no idea why that is. Sammy looks okay. It is extremely weird as to why it's lagging so much. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. I'm pretty sure that it might be the event that's happening downstairs, because that can also create lag spikes. Anyways, I'm sorry about the lag. I know that it must be annoying for y'all. Oh yeah, that looks rough. But it seems like it has stabilized for a little bit. Right now I am up to 2,000. It does drop out sometimes to 1,800, but as far as I can see, it isn't a problem on my end. There seems to be like a bandwidth problem. That there's a lot of bandwidth that's being taken right now. Yeah, I can see the lag spikes on Twitch right now. It's definitely not something on my end. Which is really unfortunate though, because that means I can't do much. Yeah, I can't do much about it. When it comes to that, I'm really sorry. I'll try and just do what I can on my side. Man, even like PNG Tuber Plus, what's happening? Oh, it's because you're picking up the audio from the event, aren't you? Yeah, that's why my PNG tour is going a little insane right now. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch is definitely not playing nice today. Because it's definitely weird. Since I have seen some other streamers have the same issue with bandwidth. And I've already lowered my settings so that I am not streaming like 100% HD quality. But yeah, it's definitely a problem on either Twitch's servers, or maybe it's just that there's a lot of bandwidth that is being taken by the event that's happening right now. There could be a lot of reasons as to why it's not functioning well. But I'm really sorry about that. Unfortunately, not much that I can do on this end aside from, I don't know, checking out the bandwidth right now. Let's just see the Twitch server status right now. Because maybe they're just overloaded. After all, it is a day after a very big event for most people. Thank you for following Tiny Sips. Also, hello. How are you? Happy post-Valentine's Day! I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you had a nice stream. I think that you streamed this afternoon, but I wasn't able to pop in for a visit. By the way, I'm sorry if there's any lag spikes. I have checked, and it is not a problem on my end. It just seems that Twitch is having a little bit of issues with how many people are streaming at the same time. Because there's a lot of people online at the moment. And anyways, hello, how are you? How was your day? It's a ghost. It goes Wi-Fi out there. Yeah. That is an unfortunate reality of living in an apartment complex or just a place that uses a lot of internet. A lot of time is that sometimes if your signal isn't strong enough or if there's way too many people, then I'll just go kaboom. Hello, thank you for following Tamazezi. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But hello, thank you so much for following and welcome. We're just having a little bit of technical issues right now. Yeah. I actually recently watched a video from Linus Tech Tips in which they were talking about how sometimes in apartment buildings a lot of problems when it comes to signal and just browsing the internet in general, when it becomes either too slow or a little bit laggy, it's because there's a lot of people at home using the internet right now. And since there's an event at the apartment complex right now, there's like a christening or a party at the moment, I'm sure that will affect the internet. Oh, it's doing good, just clean and try to get comms down today. That's great. I have sort of been like for these 2 days taking a small break from comms so that I could get the Valentine's Day art done in a timely manner. And this is one of the illustrations that I am going to do, as well as a Cupid adoptable that I need to actually sketch up and do. But I'm glad that it was chill today. Sometimes things can get a little bit hasty during the holiday time. Especially since usually in Valentine's Day a lot of art stuff usually gets asked, whether that is commissions or YCH stuff. As well as adoptables, I have seen some very, very cute Valentine's design recently. And when it comes to streaming, there's also a lot of people that do Valentine's events, me included. So I need to finish my PA art. Yeah. It really feels like you just don't have enough time to complete all the event art that you have, unless you have them planned and done, whether it is at least like a month in advance. Especially since you see all of that nice art that people are putting out, sometimes even every single day, just to gear up for Valentine's Day, and you get a little bit of FOMO from seeing how much people are doing. Okay, it's the day after Valentine's Day, so the pressure is a little bit lower this time. Just because, hey, I already missed the deadline, I might as well take my time and make it as nice as it can be, even if it isn't on the actual Valentine's Day. Missing it by one day isn't that bad. Yeah. Ooh, there's an ad break incoming. Either way, today has been pretty uneventful for me. I did oversleep a lot, so I've got a little bit of a headache. But I'd rather stay awake right now so that it doesn't get worse and I don't fuck up my sleep schedule more than it's already fucked up. I do really miss the times in which there were night people and morning people, and night people just did their stuff at night, while the morning people did their stuff in the mornings, and they just took turns, whether it was guarding or doing chores at night. Because I am a very big night owl, especially when it comes to actually getting energy to do work. I often get my energy at around 3 p.m. and then go to sleep at around 2, sometimes even 3 a.m. Maybe a problem right now in modern society where everything's open during the daytime. But I believe that we as a society should embrace that there are people with nighttime or with more night-aligned sleep schedules. Especially because I have tried being more active in the mornings, but I just feel miserable. It doesn't matter if I go to sleep pretty early. I just feel miserable and so groggy during the mornings. I get really, really tempted to go back to sleep. But if I go back to sleep, then I end up oversleeping, and I end up going to bed at 4 a.m. Sleeping schedules are very, very weird. So I'm trying to balance myself out. As for anything other than drawing for Valentine's Day, I honestly didn't really do anything special. Just went to have lunch with friends, mostly just to catch up. And then I went back home. I am actually hoping to buy some discounted chocolates after the Valentine's kind of window ends, because that's the thing that I look forward to the most when it is any holiday, is the discounted merchandise after the holiday ends. And that's actually a strategy we have in my family. My grandma wanted to buy me a nice coat or some clothes for Christmas, but I told her, hey grandma, let's instead wait for until after Christmas, maybe until after New Year's, because that's the time where then there's post-Christmas discounts. Ooh, announcement is finishing in 13 seconds. Okay, ad break's over. Yippee! Yeah, as I was saying, I usually always wait for until after a holiday if I ever want to buy something that's holiday themed, because that's where you get the good discounts. And but in Valentine's, Mommy Joe, I have heard of Mommy Joe. In fact, I have watched all of his videos ever since the start of Kid Vampire. I should probably rewatch the Kid Vampire full movie. It was such a sweet series. But honestly, his standalone animations are also very, very cute. One of the ones that I really, really liked was the one about the captain that gave rights to little dogs. And then he found a little dog that wanted to also sail the seas with him, and they started sailing the seas together. That was so cute. But yeah, Mommy Joe is amazing, and I really, really loved the Kid Vampire saga, and I'm looking forward to whatever he's going to do next. Also the fact that I think that he voices most of his characters, at least in his standalone animations. Yeah, he really is my vibe. I like silly little animations like that. I think that they're very sweet and very nice. And as someone who dreads animation and anything related to it, I greatly admire any animators. Have I seen the newest one? Huh. Let me check Mommy Joe's channel. I don't know if he has uploaded today, but let me check if I have seen his latest one, or if I have missed it. Since I follow him on both TikTok and YouTube, usually I am pretty caught up, but I don't have... Oh my god! You mean 1-800-LOVE-BABY? Yeah, that's me. That's me. It felt very Cupid ghost-like, but hey, that is just the business of love. That's okay, Hybrid Dragon. I was just troubleshooting some stuff, but I'm pretty sure that it was because the event that's happening right now. I no longer hear anybody, so it must have finished. But yeah, 1-800-LOVE-BABY was amazing, and I had a lot of fun with it. Ooh, you two know each other, that's great. It is always fun to see people that know each other on streams. Just like how sometimes I see King Leo or I don't know if it's Heel or Diego that I sometimes see in other people's streams. Sometimes it feels like the world of art streamers is way smaller than usual. Technology is indeed black magic. They just don't want to tell us so that we don't get scared of it, but it's definitely some type of magic. Like, how are you meant to tell me that there are little particles in the earth that travel somewhere to receive information? That is just magic. You're just telling me that you use some sort of weird arcane transportation magic to bring images to another person's screen. I was like, 100%. Look, I am a very responsible Cupid assistant. Also, I have an arrow right now, and you cannot take it away from me. If you keep on being mean about Cupid Ghost, you're going to get an arrow to the butt. But I am very responsible with my Cupid assistant duties. Super responsible. In fact, back on the Dungeon Night stream that I did yesterday, I managed to give my character 2 boyfriends. 2 boyfriends, that's great. And if I had had more time, I would have given him 3. I would have given him 3 boyfriends. That's how good of a Cupid's assistant I am. And hey, sometimes people die. But then again, that is just the power of love. You have to be willing to get hurt a little bit if you want to find your true love. If you want to find romance. Besides, who doesn't like some good old drama every now and again? Oh, this is a Turning Red soundtrack? Yeah, it is. The chanting is so awkward when it first starts. But then the remix that they make is so good. Yikes. You say that, but then you're like, and a whole Tyrus. Not my candy apple ass. Yes, you're a candy apple ass. Look, your candy apple ass can be like skewered with a Cupid's arrow. I mean, on the Valentine's Day illustration, I have a bow. I just don't have it on hand right now. But I can take it out. I can take out the bow if you want me to. And I am not threatening at all. I'm just telling you the truths of the Cupid business. Being a bringer of love and affection and all things good and nice can be a very cutthroat business. There have been wars waged because of love. And wars will be continuing to be waged. Also, yeah, I am like smiley and holding arrows because what do you want me to do? Would you rather have me not hold an arrow? That just isn't very Cupid-like. You have to be prepared for your job as Cupid's assistant. And that means having that thong on you. But hey, if it makes you feel less threatened, give me a second. I'll do something. Where's the arrow thing? Kerchief, glasses, mouth, wing. Where's the arrow prop? Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. I no longer have an arrow. I can take out the bow if I want. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's been some lag. It's not threatening at all. If you want me to get the bow, I will get the bow. Oh no, you have a 45-second delay. Yikes. Let me check which. Oh, it says that my bitrate is already stable. It says that it's stable on my side. Yeah. Another streamer that I saw technically early this morning because he started streaming at 2 a.m. was also having a lot of scuff, a lot of lagging. But I checked out Merryweather's stream before I started this one, and he was doing okay. I wonder why there's so much scuff recently. But hey, I no longer have my arrow. In fact, let me make it so that you can maybe take the arrow or give me an arrow. Since you already have the power to give and take away my leg, I may as well give you something. Just for now. You won my arrow again! Thank you. I know. I've been given back my arrow. Thank you so much. Hello, Rage! Welcome! Nice to see that you still love to give me legs whenever possible. But now it's a channel redeem. Now that I have channel points, you will now have to pay for me to have legs. It's a leg fee. One could say you are footing in the bill. To be so kind. I was actually going to get... Yeah, there's like a 40-second lag for some people, unfortunately. Or most of them. I don't know about that. Yeah. I actually wanted to get a throwable redeem. But right now, I believe that's the one that I want is the overlay. That is cold tits. I am not joking. The program is called Tits. Twitch integrated throwable system. Yeah, second is still unclaimed. I could claim it for myself if I were really mean. Prelims for all! Free limbs. But no. You are footing in the bill for this one, I am afraid. You coded it again because I restarted the stream. So it restarted the counter. Honestly, flying cars are overrated. Especially when you can float yourself. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can already float. This flying thing is already pretty normal for me, unfortunately. The woes of living in the future is that you take flying for granted. That is true, Stefan may be right. Maybe I am in the past. Always in the future out there. Did they finally find a way for ghosts to have a human body again? Or will you have to wait for March 1st? Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date?
Ooh, Tally Hall. I always get so happy when Tally Hall appears on my playlist. What's the fuel economy on flying cars? It's actually powered by nuclear fission, the energy of the future. Fuel is so 2020. No, I am joking. Yeah, Stefan, you are actually right. But you see, the helicopters are much more affordable now in the future. Now everyone has their personal little helicopter. I mean, that is true, Paige. Thank you for the quantum physics lecture. Technically, we are in the future compared to the past. Every second we travel further and further into the future. Isn't that insane? Speaking of future, Mao Blushing is actually on discount right now. I'm going to scrounge up some monies and get it so that I can play it on stream. Nuclear fission. Yeah, nuclear fission. Not helicopters or trains. Okay, but what about hoverboards? Or jetpacks? I'm sure that tech pros will like jetpacks. As a ghost, did you buy your own personal helicopter or do you prefer to float? Or well? I mean, when you float, you feel pretty weightless, but when you're in a helicopter, you kind of have to sit down. So you feel your weight. I'd rather float and not feel the weight of my corporeal form being crushed against this oppressive gravity. Though I do have to admit, traveling through a helicopter is way faster than traveling through floating. There are pluses and minuses. Pros and cons. Yeah, that's the word in English. Pros and cons to having a helicopter.
So I came to her college on a surprise visit to see.
Now I do wonder, if it is the future, will they have finally finished building the metro here in my city? Probably not. It doesn't matter how far you go into the future. The tardiness of public construction progress is forever. There we go. I usually like shading my work in the same layer. It feels very watercolory because then the colors mix up. All pretty like. Also, I forgot to add the green of the strawberry. I was wondering why did the strawberry look so fleshy before? Now I have my answer. Also, that's okay, yeah. We'll see you back later on. But you say he's just a friend, other than you. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. I am wondering, does anybody listen to that tally hall in here? I know that it has become way more popular during the recent years, but back in my day, back in the olden days, I only knew 2 people who knew about tally hall. It was so sad being the only tally hall fan in my community for a very long time. Oh, I discovered this song actually from Dance Central, the original one for Xbox 360. People are really used to Just Dance, but Dance Central, which was its main competitor at around the mid-2010s, was a very interesting game because it actually taught you the steps. So rather than moving along to the dancer, they taught you step by step how to do the dance, and then they graded you. And if you did badly on one of the songs, they just stopped the song. So bad at dancing that you're not allowed to continue. Maybe that's why it didn't do as well as Just Dance, and that's why it didn't get more than 2 installments. People just feel bad at losing at dancing. Tally Hall is indeed very, very fun. I also enjoy all of the side projects that they've gotten out throughout the years. And apparently Iru is going to have a new EP soon. Andrew Horowitz announced on his Instagram that he would be releasing new music this year, and I'm very, very excited for that. Especially since it's been a while since we have gotten any new Tally Hall adjacent content. I don't know if Bora has done anything. And well, at the end of the day, we'll always have Rock and Tor working for Disney Junior. We'll always have his lullabies. Yeah, we got our dance privileges revoked. You're right. There really is a very big delay. Huh. But yeah, when I was little, I got really frustrated with Dance Central when my sister bought it, because I was never able to actually go through an entire song. I guess I just didn't have enough moves to actually be able to dance. But in my defense, I was 10 years old. I have never met a 10-year-old that is super good at Dance Central. But yeah, this song was from the original Dance Central, and that's how I learned about it. Well, it was pretty cool. I had never listened to anything like that back when I was a wee child. I do wonder how exactly delay works when it comes to streaming. Already paint everything here? Yes, okay. Let's go with the eyes. I am still working on how exactly I would like to shade Human Ghost's eyes, since they're going to have a white pupil to represent my ghostly little eyes. I've already tried it with the Valentine's helper outfit, but I wonder if it looked weird paired up with other characters or other illustrations in the same style. That's one thing that always worries me when I try to give my characters a little bit out of place things, is that they look bad in a lineup. And that's also something that I realized once I started drawing guys, once I started drawing men. As rare as it is, when I put my male characters and my female characters on a lineup, I don't remember what for, they looked absolutely scuffed, like they were from 2 different universes. And since at that time I really wanted to create like a comic or work on things and crossovers where I could have all my characters all together. It felt really weird. Just practically having two different styles for different genders. And I know that sometimes that happens a lot with people that exclusively just draw one gender. It's that they get so used to just drawing guys or drawing girls at a specific style that then when you try to make the switch, it just kind of gets this uncanny valley feeling. And as for human ghosts, well, they are supposed to be a human version of ghosts. Hello, Lee, how are you? There's a little bit of a delay at the meantime, as far as I'm aware. So I'm sorry about that, if you're experiencing that. But at this point, I don't know how to fix it, to be honest. Since I have already restarted stream once and I have changed settings so that my bitrate isn't as bad as it was before. But yeah, look. Human Ghost has blank eyes. You know, if there was like a version of green screen that worked with white, you could practically put anything on Human Ghost's eyes. Yeah, there's a hefty delay. Stefan was definitely right, around 45 seconds. But yeah, apparently Twitch has been struggling a little bit when it comes to either delay but also some lag as well. Might be because of Iron Mouse's last stream. Back when I checked on Iron Mouse's Valentine's stream, there was like around 1,500 people watching at the same time. I'm sure that must take a lot of bandwidth. I wonder what is the max amount of people that can watch Twitch at the same time simultaneously before it actually starts overloading their servers. I'm sure that as a huge company that has been now sold to Amazon, they must have a pretty hefty bandwidth to work with. But what is the limit? How much people can push that? Oh my god! Evelyn's Chronicles in 2025! Guys, I am so obsessed with Evelyn's Chronicles. I had a phase in which I had memorized the entirety of the timeline. And I'm pretty sure that if I make an effort, I could probably recount the entirety of Evelyn's Chronicles by memory. Not in as much detail as I could back when I was 13, 14, but definitely enough so that it's kind of understandable, so that you get a gist of the 1,000-year long story that these songs have. gonna give it a little pinkish shine on the back of this main eye shine, just so that it looks so cute. Oh, you just woke up. Oh, that's so great that you have just woken up. There's something so nice about waking up in a weekend, knowing that you have nothing to do but just rest. Also, I think now that the party's over, I can get my usual PNG Tuber settings to the usual. Back to the usual. That's the word. I am bad at words, by the way. If this is the first time that you've seen me stream, English is not my first language, and I tend to confuse words very often. So sorry. Shiny pink eyes. That's good. Wonder if I can get away with giving them some hard eye shines. Wonder if it wouldn't look too loaded. No, that looks okay. Maybe a little bit pinker. Yeah, like that. Very soft, very cute. Very mindful, very demure. Also, by the way, I still think that you should have a bark hunter for your dog. Frida doesn't meow that often, so I wouldn't be able to actually have a meow hunter for Frida. But if I could, I would have a meow hunter. Man, I remember the first time this song released, I bawled like a child by the end of this song. They no longer make Vocaloid songs like this one. Now, Vivinos and Alien Stage are the only thing equivalent to it right now. To this song series that used to be very popular in the Vocaloid fandom back in the day. I guess maybe Hunwork still does that. I do not remember. Oh yeah, this is way too dark. I don't know if it was actually retconned that the twins from the Everlast Chronicles, Rillian and Alan Abadonia, would reincarnate as the Vocaloids Rin and Len Kagamine. I think that it was eventually retconned as the story got bigger and bigger, and we went from 7 Deadly Sins to Masters of the Heavenly and Hellish Yards, which is sort of like a post-apocalypse ending to the Everlast Chronicles. Guys, that series is so long. It is actually insane how somebody could create so much lore that actually sort of makes sense for almost an entire universe. Because we see the start and the end of the universe, or of the timeline, with Mafia stories. But I guess that's why Mafia still releases songs about the Everlast Chronicles, because it is still such a huge undertaking to do. Also dating myself in here. My dad used to really love these kinds of songs. But since we don't have a record player or anything, he used to play them on his phone. Or just on the computer. He would hog the computer. Back when we only had one family computer. And just put his little YouTube playlist with jazz and swing songs. Honestly, I really have to thank my very large music library to a lot of my family members and their very weird music tastes, because as I have said before in some other streams, my dad was actually the one that introduced me to EDM and to trance music. And my mom somehow introduced me to rap. And yet whenever my friends come to visit, or whenever I had to bring them home for a school project or anything, they always said that my dad gave off such cute old guy vibes. I want to put on Sabrina Carpenter did a version of Please 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 with Dolly Parton recently, right? I need to listen to that because I really like Dolly Parton. Please do not sue me, Dolly Parton, Sabrina Carpenter. I just think that Dolly Parton is really neat. Yeah, I'm going to try a little bit of a different type of shading in this illustration. Just because I've been seeing a lot of different drawings and I like to make hair look, I don't know, like a little bit more glossy. My bitrate, no! Oh, my bitrate! What happened to that? Wow. There was a very big drop just now. Wait, there was an ad break? No, Stream Elements, there wasn't an ad break. But geez, that was a big spike. My bitrate. What is happening right now? I've never had a stream with this low a bitrate ever. Twitch, are you okay? Let me see if there's actually that many people streaming. Okay, 148, 215, 20, 661, 3K, 3.3K. Oh. I don't know why there's so much scuff. Or why even there is this much lag, but something's happening. Ooh, look at that. it's sort of oscillating in between being really good and really bad. Because according to OBS, I have lost just 4.4% of bitrate of frames. But ooh, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Bitrate is basically the amount of kilobytes or bitrate is basically the amount of kilobytes or information that you are transmitting at the moment. So no, it's not Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is working well. It's definitely a server problem or a bandwidth problem. I was saying this at the start of the stream, but there is an event going on in my apartment building right now. There's not a big party, but definitely a party. And sometimes when a lot of people are using the internet at the same time or are using a lot of resources at the same time, the wind, that is the one that transports all of those signals, actually starts fighting for space. So the stream lags. But yeah, so Linus Tech Tips, the video about Linus Tech Tips, and the thing that I was talking about that, it's because they were apparently testing some sort of lead paint or graphite paint. Because while it was advertised to block 5G signals, they were actually saying that the reason why they bought it was so that maybe they could block outside 5G signals, so from their neighbors or anything, and anybody else that wasn't there, so that they could actually get better signal, so that their decoder wouldn't have as much time of a hard time picking up the signal. Because when that happens, usually also your computer gets slow because there's way too much traffic. So I don't know, might be that. But yeah, I usually don't stream during events because my microphone picks up the audio. But since there was not that much audio that was being picked up, I decided to stream right now. And maybe it's that they're still going on with the event. But okay, it seems that it has stabilized again. And yeah, no wonder Stream Elements is having some issues with the timing of the ad break, because obviously the scuff of the stream has sort of got them desynced. Let me just deactivate the ad break end message, since it isn't going to be working well due to its desync. But yeah, that's most likely it, especially since when that happens, usually things start going on the background. But yeah, it's definitely something having to do with my bandwidth. Or Twitch's bandwidth, who knows? Because there has been some stuff on other streams as well. And I know that it's annoying. it can be very annoying for viewers. So I'm really sorry. Hopefully I can upload the VOD, the VOD, so that if you ever want to watch it later, you can do so without any issues. And then again, if you watch the VOD, you can always just put it in the background, play your own music. And you won't have to hear me out half of the time if you prefer more quiet streams. Or if we don't share the same preference in music. That's why I like spit paints as well. Because old-timey spit paints, even if I didn't like the music, I could just mute and put on my own music and sync it to the speed paint. That was something that was so fun about old-timey speed paints that just had the nightcore version of one of Cascade's songs in the background. And I still do those kinds of speed paints. I was saying on the beginning of the stream, I actually just uploaded, I believe at midnight today, the speed paint of the Valentine's card. So yeah, hopefully it gets fixed, because at the end of the day, that's something that I unfortunately cannot better, since I have already lowered my settings. It is unfortunate though that there isn't a better way to actually make sure that your bandwidth won't get super fucked over. Unless I get a cable, I could try and get an Ethernet cable to connect to my modem. And I think that may fix it. Not completely, but it will definitely make the transmission time or the distance that my signal has to travel to the Wi-Fi port faster. By the way, Lee, are you going to stream today? I'd like to know. Still need to remind myself that there are some people that are like 12 hours apart from me. Time zones are so weird. Oh man, Marmalade Carols are on Spotify as well as some of the older Odesama songs. Maybe or not. Yeah. That's something that really irks me out about Spotify, is that there are some songs that definitely are just not there. Also, weekends are off days. Ooh, that's nice. I do get Sunday off, but that's also because I do take 2 days off during the weekdays. But that's nice. Honestly, it's been a long time since I've ever considered weekends off days. Since I also had classes at university Saturdays sometimes. Or I just had sports. My parents used to put me at some sports classes on weekends. Party? No, there isn't a noise complaint at the moment. I mean, it isn't really justified because I really cannot hear anything. It's mostly just like a dinner, since I believe it's a christening, and usually christenings in Catholicism are actually done when the person is a baby. So unfortunately, there is little to no noise to actually make it so that the cops would believe me that it was a totally legit noise complaint. Got so sick of Spotify not having music. I started legally acquiring files. Yeah, same. I have a lot of albums that I have just downloaded legally in my computer. In fact, back when I was little, I used to think that 1 gigabyte of music was so big because, of course, at that time, a gigabyte was a lot of storage area. Now I had to buy actually a terabyte extra amount of disk storage because I have already spent it all on this computer. Honestly, bring back the days when a megabyte was a big file size, please. Yeah, there's a lot of music that Spotify doesn't have, and that makes me really angry because at least I used to have Google Play Music, and with Google Play Music you could buy the albums. You could buy the albums and then you just have it. You just have them forever and you could download them. But now YouTube Music is awful and I hate it, and it has this awful delay in between songs that Google Play Music didn't have. MP3 player doesn't charge a subscription. So true. And also, again, even if I don't buy like the files or anything, or if I just got the CD, I know that I will have that CD forever, or that I'll just have those files downloaded forever. For Sysmix, which is a DJ that I like, I actually bought his albums on Bandcamp and I have them downloaded on my computer, so I know they'll be there forever and they're mine. That is something that I really, really hate about subscription-based services, that you no longer own stuff. And especially stuff that I would be more than happy to buy. I would be more than happy to buy the albums and the EPs if that means that I can have them, that they won't disappear because of country disputes about copyright laws. Because I know that in some countries there's some Spotify music and in some countries there aren't, because of distribution laws. And that sucks. If I want to listen to Bollywood soundtracks, I feel like I should be able to listen to Bollywood soundtracks if I buy them. But now, I believe that they used to have the Adam Leela, which is a Bollywood movie. They used to have the soundtrack on Spotify, but then suddenly they've been grayed out because they're no longer available in my country. That's so annoying. I want to live my Bollywood dream here in Colombia. I wonder what happened to my old MP3 player. I used to have one of those little ones that used to just have 4 buttons. I don't know where it is. Yeah, Bollywood. Bollywood music has some bangers. Some real bangers. And also, since I am Latino, I am Colombian, and I was raised with telenovelas. Bollywood movies have that same amount of campy drama that telenovelas have, but they also have banging music, so it's a win-win. I actually had a pretty big Bollywood phase back when I was a senior in high school. I need to get out of bed, so I'll be lurking. No worries, Sky. Have a nice rest of your day. By the way, the lurk command works now. Especially since finally my lurk mode has been accepted. So now we have free to lurk on the lurk command. I think that also another problem that Spotify has is that their music recommendation isn't the best. Since usually, of course, artists pay for their music to be pushed on Spotify, and I know that's like what marketing is for. But when I pay a subscription, I really wouldn't like to have songs of artists that I don't even listen to pushed into my feed, because I am not going to listen to an artist that I don't like, no matter how much they push their music. Gonna be right back to measure a thing, but by the time you see this, I will probably be back. So sorry. I know that the lag or the delay is pretty bad, but it seems that the bitrate is stabilized for now. I am both checking out my OBS and my Twitch to see if the bitrate is doing okay, and it seems that it has stabilized for now. Maybe the party's already over. Don't know about that. There is a rule in our apartment building that after 10 p.m. you're no longer allowed to play loud music or anything of the sorts. So, since I'm not listening anything right now and it's 9:42, maybe the party's over. Also, since again, it is a christening, it is a party that's essentially celebrating an infant, I don't think that those celebrations usually take as long as the usual Colombian party. And I really do mean that. We go kind of insane when it comes to parties and celebrations. But since I'm not listening any music, or I don't hear any sounds or people partying right now downstairs, I'm sure that it must have ended. Which is great for me. shoot! It's spiked! No! Come on, come on. You can recover. I believe in you. I believe in you. No, stop. 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 Oh my gosh. Every time I see just that little lost FPS thingamajig start moving, I enter into a panic. I have been trying to experiment with a lot of tutorials lately to see if I can improve some ways of shading, especially when it comes to shading items and more environmental lighting stuff, since I know that there are some things that I could be getting better at, especially when it comes to environmental lighting and glossy beautiful hair. I remember Yamio back when, I believe it was 2013, 2014. She had this very glossy way of shading hair in a way that it almost looked like it was made out of different stained glass panels. It was very pretty. Let me see if I can get an example. I'm gonna check her DeviantArt since that's probably the... No! It's spiked again! No! Stop! Stop. Yes, stop. Don't mean it. Let's see. Oh. I'm gonna have to go so far back into Yamiya's portfolio. But she had this very glossy way of shading that I really liked. Of course, I still love Yamiyo's art style, but there was something about that shading style that just felt so crunchy. That felt just felt very nice, very appealing. Also, stop lagging. It is very small spikes, but still, I get so panicked. Also, fun fact, Yamiyo actually for a very long time used to work in very small canvases. Oh, I found it. Look. This is just 487 pixels, but this is the shading style that Yamiyo used to have a very long time ago. And of course now she has a very different shading style, but it is still so like glossy Yeah. Oh, you came back. Welcome back. But look, this is what I'm talking about. Yamio used to have this very, very glossy style. This is how she shades stuff right now, and even though it's super pretty and I still really, really like it, there's something so crunchy about this one. There's something just that makes me want to sink my teeth into it as if it was some sort of hard candy. Also, welcome back! No lag allowed. We are not lagging today. We are not lagging. Lagging is not allowed. Also, yeah, it's definitely a problem with bandwidth, or at least with transmission, because her DeviantArt stuff is loading super quickly. Let me see if maybe I can get another example. Since again, these are very old. This is very old art from her. I believe that for this type of art style, she used a lot of watercolor border layers or watercolor effect layers. And she didn't even do line art, she just did clean sketches since her canvas size was so small. But yeah, look at this, it's so crunchy. It's so crunchy. It looks like stained glass almost. And that's something that I really tried to replicate for a long time. And I'm sure that I have drawings that look like that. But I have always really liked this effect on her older illustrations, even though this is also super gorgeous. I think this was the most adoptable for 2022 or 2021. She unfortunately hasn't been active for a while. I hope she's doing okay. But again, really do love how crunchy some of her older drawings are, in the best way possible. Maybe pink would be better to make the mantle light or the flashes for the hair. I wonder what would happen. I mean, if it were a bandwidth issue, I'd expect it to reduce the bitrate of the audio visual lag constantly. Yeah, I have seen the bitrate just go up and down on spikes. So it may be how it happened was from stopping inside it. That may also be it. Because if it was a spike problem on my side, I would see my CPU going crazy or my FPS rate also go crazy. But that isn't the case. Look at this! This shading is so delicious. This shading is delicious. I love Yamio. Again, I hope she's doing okay. But god, I love her style. Especially her shading style. It just looks like candy to me. I love art styles that look or feel like candy. I wonder what would happen if I made this into a watercolor border layer. I'm sure it will look bad because I mostly paint over most stuff. Well, it doesn't look that bad, but it definitely looks to have like that weird border. think that's how Yamio did her shading back in the day, using a watercolor border. Okay, now it's time for the hard shadows. I know that my shading style may be a little bit convoluted, but my brain just likes being convoluted sometimes. Oh, this is the new perfume song. Or well, not new. I think it was released around 2021. Oh, outbreak incoming! Also, it's 9:55 p.m, so I'll be taking a small break to get some water. So also feel free to get some water, get a snack, and also get something to drink. And maybe stretch if you need to stretch. And I'll be seeing you in a bit. Alright, add my color. I grab myself some water and some small crackers as a snack. And I hope you guys also got to take a small break as well. As for hard shadows, I usually like using this hard, kind of like hardish charcoal light pencil, because I do like my drawings to have a little bit of texture when it comes to shading, as if like they were colored in with pencils. Not pencils, colored. Yeah, colored pencils, that's the name. Since my main medium in traditional art is watercolor and then making darker shadows with colored pencils, it just feels like home. It feels like they look more cohesive that way. Oh, that reminds me, I never actually showed my watercolor, my traditional illustrations here on the stream. Somebody once did ask me about it. But I'm sure that they're on my archive, on my Google Drive. Either one or two. I have two archives because 15 gigabytes wasn't enough. Okay, these are the scanned ones, but I want the cleaned up ones. No, you cannot have microphones. Frida. No. No, miss. Oh, there it is. Editing scans. Yes. Let me copy this image or download it so that you can see how my traditional illustrations look like. Why didn't you download? There it is. This is one of my traditional illustrations. Of course, this is from 2021, so there's going to be some change in style. But this is how they usually look. This one is on a toned paper. Let me get one that is on regular paper, a non-toned paper. Gosh, I can't believe that 2023 was 2 years ago. It feels unfair. Here, this is one that is done in non-tone paper. So as you can see, I do some watercolor shading. And then for stark shadows, I use colored pencils. Sometimes I also do it to put outlines on the shadows. Okay, back to illustration. But yeah. That's why I like adding a little bit of texture to my digital paintings, just so that they look similar. But also so that it gives it that satisfying texture later on. By the way, Tommy February 6 also has rock songs, much like Belinda. So, whenever I put Tommy February 6, whenever I work privately, and one of her rock songs appears, it is such like a cognitive dissonance moment. I'm definitely not ready for them every time that they come by, even though I should be used to them. I think I should just put a playlist that is like mixed in Tommy February 6 and Belinda, just to see how similar they are actually, or if it is just the vibes that I'm confusing. That could also be it. That it's just the vibes and actually the genres that they go in aren't as similar as they are. Also, it will be fun to just be listening to an artist in Japanese and suddenly it switches back to Spanish. Because sometimes that happens. I am listening to music on English or in Japanese and then suddenly a Spanish song starts playing on my playlist and I, for a second, don't recognize my own language. I think that after this one, I'll be putting on some YouTube music stuff because I really want to listen to Oresama. Especially the Oresama and Ha collaboration that they did. It's so good! I was so upset that they didn't have it. Also, unpopular opinion, but I want YouTube music to have a light mode, as well as Spotify. I am a light mode defender, a light mode apologist, and I want to have light mode on my YouTube music. Let's see. I'm gonna tag myself with this one, but there is an artist that I used to really admire circa 2013, 2014, maybe even 2015. I don't remember when she was like driven off the internet. But there was this artist called Rinyu that used to have a very specific type of shading, and she actually used a hard airbrush tool to make her clothing shadows, and they made it look so seamless. She had a really big talent for shading, specifically when it came to clothes. They always looked very airy or very soft. And she was a very good character designer. Unfortunately, there was this tracing scandal back in the day, and she basically got driven off the internet. It was a really big witch hunt, but I have always been inspired by how she shaded clothes and how she just shaded her characters in general. A very soft airbrushy feel. And she used to have a lot of speed paints, but when she disappeared off the internet, of course they were deleted. And that's a little bit sad, just because they were a very big learning tool for me. Look, this is one of Rinyu's old art. Look at this fabric shading. Look at this, that is so cool. Also, her skin shading was very nice as well. And I believe that she lined with also a hard airbrush so that she could get this kind of line opacity. Oh yeah, right, I was going to change this to Ore-sama. Okay, if you need the name of the music, I'll go on and tell you. It's because just YouTube Music that I know of doesn't have an extension like Spotify does for showing the song's name on screen. But if you do need me to tell y'all, I will be more than happy. Look at this. I'm pretty sure this is a texture brush. But she had this very cool type of shading that I also really did like. really wish OSM uploaded their entire music library to Spotify because I really love their first album. Unfortunately, I can only find some of the songs on YouTube, not even the entirety of the first album. Yeah, that's way better. Way better. Gosh, I accidentally made the lights look like little hearts. That's actually very cute. I have always struggled with shading latex or anything that's super reflective. I did learn how to shade holographic stuff back when I was in my holographic stuff era. But things that have high reflection rates are way harder to shade than it seems. By the way, I don't know if you guys have seen Shugokera the anime, or if you have read the manga. But if they ever are going to do a reboot of the anime or manga or anything of the sort, especially since Jewel Joker is being written right now, I really would love if Odezama did the soundtrack or did one of the openings. Whenever I have seen Shugokera, I always thought, hey, Odezama would be such a good band if they were able to make a modern adaptation or a reboot, just like how they're doing with the older series, like Sakura Card Captor now has Clear Cloud, and there's Sailor Moon Crystal. But with Speed Fit, Odezama would be my first option for the opening. I don't know if that's actually something that the mangaka have power over, but I really love Odezama style. Or Perfume. If they could get Perfume to do an opening, that would be great. Though Perfume, they're probably way too famous to maybe be affordable for a new adaptation of Shugokera. By the way, did you know that blue is the most reflective color out there? That's why the sky is blue. This is why I'm using purpley highlights for some of the parts. Since it is so reflective, it shows up a lot in highlights. Yes. God. I know that I said that I struggle a lot with high contrast stuff or high reflective stuff like latex, but once you actually are able to get the result that you want, even if you struggled a lot with it, it is so satisfying. I think that this is the video version of this song. Yeah, it is the video version. There we go. Because I did hear some sound effects from the music video. Come on, baby. Can you get any size from this? Oh, it looks so glossy! Yes, I did it! Ah. Okay, there's something on the shadows that I don't really like, but I'm gonna... It's okay, we can fix it. I wish the Stalko song was more well known because I really like it, and I would love to see it be covered by you guys or other singers because it is a very nice duet. There we go. And now, a little bit of purple reflection, because again, purple stick with the light. God, Cupid, that's such a throwback. I never was able to actually go through the first chapter of Cupid because of a specific scene, but the soundtrack is so good. I know that it is a metaphor for consent, but the clamp were being a little bit freaky with that specific thing that I'm talking about. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you can always just watch the first episode of Chobits. appreciate the Chubbids opening for being very easy to sing. Is this just a song about a girl who really wants to sleep? I have just noticed this. Oh, I know what this is from. Oh wait, no. This is bad. No. sometimes I tend to go over focus highlights. I hope this one is cool. Oh, you know me. I haven't listened to Unami in a very, very long time. Oh, that one song that they got very, very famous for. No, I don't like this one. Yes, popping too. God, this series had so much potential. I'm so mad about the manga ending. By the way, if you have read Oshinoko, the manga, what do you think about the ending? I have only seen the negative opinions because that's like the most popular opinion. But I just feel like the ending just didn't hit as much as it should have. Just didn't feel satisfying. Even though I did really like the direction the series was going towards, I wish they could have actually delved deeper into it. I think I talked to a friend about it, but we said that the reason why Oshinoko felt so weird is because they chose the wrong protagonist. The protagonist shouldn't have been Aqua. It should have been a girl in the idol industry and focusing entirely on her POV. Because even though Aqua was like the main POV character, he was mostly just an observer most of the time, so it didn't hit as hard when he died because it's not like he was the focus of the story per se. The focus was the revival of Bikomachi and Aqua was of course working towards that, but he didn't have any other goals aside from that, and he really didn't like have much of a goal aside from living vicariously through either his sister or his dreams of seeing Bikomachi be once again reunited. So I don't know, it didn't feel like they chose the right protagonist for the story. think that this line should be 2, or else it feels like there isn't much. Yeah, I like that. And then just start shading like this. Oh, dang it! Also, yes, I do want to ban this person. God damn it, bot. Also, thank you so much, Sari bot. I don't know who these scam bots are truly trying to get. I have never met somebody that has fallen for one of these scam bots. I wonder if somebody has. It must work because they keep on popping out sometimes. There we go. That looks more 3D. I know this song by memory. I know this song by memory. Let's go, large burrito. Was it a nice burrito? I hope that it was a nice burrito. One thing I like about burritos is that they have all of the food groups in one. It's like eating a large lunch wrapped up in a very convenient tube form. have to remind myself that I am delayed 45 seconds. Oh, that's so nice. I love it when beef is tender. Like so tender that you don't even have to use a knife or anything. And it really soaks in your mouth. That's the best type of beef. Showing off my weak side by singing this song by memory. The memories. Back when I was in a Utaite group, we were planning on actually covering it. Me with one of my friends. Hello, Scry! How are you? How are you, Sky? Thank you so much! I was very happy with the results. This is a YCH base, but I wanted to add my little human ghost as an example. Because if I have a human design, I may as well use it every once in a while. No, I'll later shade the gloves and everything that's translucent. Just got out of my last event of the day, so I am happy. Ooh, that's nice. You're doing a fundraiser, right? You're doing a campaign to donate to the Trevor Project. Just check you out, because Sky is actually doing a collaboration project with some other streamers. They are trying to get funds, I don't know, raise funds, that's the word. Raise funds towards the Trevor Project. Oh, whoops. So if you ever want to check out Spry's stream or any of her other collab partner streams, feel free to give her a follow and maybe donate to a good cause. I think that the stream event is called Tempura Pura. Oh, that's a cute name. And her collaboration partners are Black Sugar Pill, Pastel Gremlin, Pinook, and Scrap. Ta-da! Oh wow, that's great! I'm so happy that it's been doing well. Also, a mini concert just sounds so much fun. I love karaoke streams, or karaoke in general. When will you be doing that mini concert? Will you be doing it later this week or maybe by the end of the month? Oh gods, you've done it again. What? You forgot to do what? Thank you so much for following, Scry! To be honest, I thought that you were following already. Yippee! It was yippee! Wait, there's a Mario Yahoo! Yahoo! Yes! Yahoo! Oh, and right before the ad break. Well, if anybody needs an ad break, I hope to see you soon. I have been trying to make the ad breaks as sparse as possible. Just because ad breaks are annoying. But again, if you do want to skip ad breaks and not subscribe, uBlock Origin blocks Twitch ad breaks. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I do really wish that Stream Elements was able to use emotes with the announcements. Because now Nightbot can use it. I don't know why Stream Elements bot cannot. But I wanted to give the ad break the long Frida emote. Oh, that also reminds me, I need to upload my emotes to Better TTD so that you can also have the sub emotes for free. Because what is the point of cool emotes if you cannot use them? So, definitely for next stream, I'll have all of the emotes uploaded to Better TTD so that you can use them with the extension Use a Wish. If you don't know, Hybrid Dragon, I am a coffee addict. That's why you're getting an ad for a coffee. I am Colombian, and I am a coffee addict. I am making my country proud. Seriously, I have a really bad coffee problem. I need to regulate my coffee consumption. But it's so nice. So good. Oh, you're aiming for this coming week? I won't know for sure till I get my final deadline adjustment schedule and the campaign ends on Monday. Ooh, nice! Well, I do look forward to seeing that mini concert. Hopefully I can catch it. Because it sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, as you have heard, Scry is holding a mini concert sometime this next week. Oh, exciting. At least for me. I love karaoke streams. It's a little bit sad that some of y'all stream at the same time that I stream, because I would love to pop in for streams more often. Maybe I'll lurk. I'll try and see if I can lurk on your streams when we are live simultaneously. Hell yeah, go make coffee! Make me proud! I love coffee so much. So much. I may have a problem, but I don't care, I'm Colombian. If I have a problem, everyone in my family has a problem. But yeah, funny thing, in Encanto, the movie, there's this line that says, oh, coffee is for grown-ups thing. That is a lie. I started drinking coffee since I was 5 years old. Of course, it was very, very diluted, and it was barely coffee. It was mostly just water that had like a little bit of coffee in it, just so that I could feel grown up and important. But I started drinking coffee young, and everyone starts drinking coffee young in here. Oh, they synced up. Huh. Usually I have one for 30 minutes and the other for 45 minutes. I guess there's going to be a window where they sync up no matter what. Yeah, no matter what. By the way, there is a lag of like 45 seconds. Stefan actually counted that for me. Thank you so much. So if I'm answering late, or if I'm just answering Twitter messages, it's because of that. It's because Twitch has been a little bit mean to me today, and there's a small delay. It's still pretty noticeable. Coffee's the best. I am the ADHD that gets... Oh yeah, because that's auto-medicating. Coffee, caffeine is actually a very good help for people with ADHD. Because the caffeine works well for the receptors that don't work well with ADHD. My sister has ADHD and she also loves coffee. And she uses it a lot when she works because she gets more focused. Since she lives in the United States, it is difficult for her to get a diagnosis. And of course, since she's also a girl, it also makes it more difficult. But she loves to use coffee. That's fair. Not many people like the bitterness of coffee. I often find that the reason why coffee is bitter in other countries, it's because it's pretty bad quality. Or it was over roasted. You know, like just how whenever you are actually doing coffee, you are brewing tea and you leave the tea for too long, or you boil the water too hot, and it ends up tasting bitter. The same can happen with coffee. You can over roast it, and you can also have it brew for too long, and then it doesn't taste as good as it should. I like both. Usually I drink coffee until after 8 p.m. and then I switch off to tea, whether that is milk tea or tea with water tea. But yeah, it's a matter of taste. And I guess that I have the advantage, or I am lucky to live in a country where we have a lot of coffee varieties. So you actually get a choice on what are the coffee, how bitter you want your coffee, how strong you want it, if you want any flavor notes, because coffees also come in different flavor notes. I really like citrusy and fruity coffee, for example, but there's coffee that actually has more like a chocolatey taste and has like a very smoked scent to it. And of course you can change the bitterness of it depending on how much sugar or salt you add to it. By the way, salt actually neutralizes coffee's bitterness, and that's how they drink it in some countries in Africa. And I believe also in Cuba they drink it like that. Of course, it's not a lot of salt, it's just a tiny pinch of salt, just enough so that it neutralizes the bitterness. It works very well if you do not have access to high quality beans. Or if you accidentally oversteep your coffee, then you can just put a little salt on it, a small pinch, and continue adding to it until the bitterness is neutralized. But yeah, countries have varying qualities of coffee depending on where they import it from, or if the people that are brewing it know what they are doing or not. For example, France's coffee tastes like sewage water. No hate to the French people that are watching the stream, but your coffee tastes like sewage water. I don't know where you import it from, or if you maybe get pasilla, which is basically the lower quality beans and defects, but nothing. Get better coffee providers, please. I say that, but maybe Colombia is actually the one providing for the coffee and we just import the low quality ones. Oops! Because that can happen. Colombia actually imports its best quality coffee to other countries, and then we are left with not the best quality beans in here. Since Colombian coffee is technically considered a luxury, companies take advantage of that, so they get their most high quality beans to international sellers rather than keeping the best for us. Capitalism. I do have a guilty pleasure for the sweet coffees like vanilla lattes and white chocolate mocha. Yeah, that's also good. I prefer my coffee black, but that's just a preference. And because again, I was raised drinking coffee, so I am already used to the bitterness. But sweet coffees are very, very good. Here in Colombia, yeah. Well, I mean, if they water their coffee plants with water from the Zin, I wouldn't be surprised that they tasted like sewage water. But yeah, sweet coffees are also really, really good. Here in Colombia, we have something called a farmer's coffee, which is coffee that's sweetened with cane sugar. or well, not cane sugar, but panela or jaggery if you're from India. And it's a very specific type of sweetener that we use for a lot of our drinks here. And it is sweet, but it tastes like different if you had sweetened it with regular sugar. And it's very nice. That's usually something that you drink in the very early mornings when it's so cold and there's fog. So you usually just go to a stand nearby and ask for coffee that's sweetened with panela. And it is very comforting. There's also been the growing trend of using coffee for more like designer drinks, so different combinations of milks and fruits and other types of like juices or brews with coffee. Juan Valdez, which is like the national coffee brand in here, actually have a type of drink that is a strawberry coffee frappe. I haven't tried it because I usually don't like cold coffee drinks, but it was very nice. It looks very nice and sounds very nice. Mercy medication instead of caffeine and alcohol. Perhaps. But hey, if it tastes good and it works, what is wrong with having a little coffee every now and again? I say, as I take my third coffee of the day. Then again, it is true that a lot of people with undiagnosed ADHD gravitate towards coffee because it actually helps them with their focus. And in this day and age, when medicine, especially when it comes to mental stuff, is so difficult to get a diagnosis or even an appointment with a doctor, sometimes you just gotta do with what you have. And if that is coffee, I will not complain. There's a place near me that does really great coffee martinis. Ooh! I don't like martinis, but yeah, coffee has gotten like a lot of experimentation lately, where a ton of people are trying to like get different coffee flavors or different coffee notes depending on what they're paired with, and it ends up having some very interesting combinations. For example, now that there's this ube latte that the same coffee parlor makes, and I haven't tried it, but it looks really, really tasty. I have also tried their matcha coffee blend. Self-help steal with bitterness. I wonder if there exists a salted caramel coffee. That's actually a common combination, if I'm not mistaken. I do eventually need to sleep. Yeah, that is true, but after a while, the caffeine doesn't really take that much effect. Don't worry about it. But yeah, salted caramel coffee is a very common combination because, again, it helps balance out the bitterness. If you ever do make it, please do let me know. I want to know if you ended up liking it or not. But yeah, of course, you gotta try and add the salt very conservatively because it is easy to go overboard. People have told me that they also sometimes do it for hot chocolate, but like the concentrated cocoa, because cocoa is actually bitter before they add any sugar to it. And that's the one that my grandparents streamed. Is this is Spanish, right? Let me check. Oh, it's like a collab with a ton of people that I don't know. Wait, I think that's Spanish. People that's right at some places and they just dump a salt bucket in. Yeah, that's the thing. You usually have to be very, very conservative with how much salt you add to your coffee. Hey, 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 hey. I am Colombian. I am allowed to have a caffeine addiction. It's in my blood. It's in my heritage. And who am I to deny my heritage? If I am born to have a coffee addiction, then so be it. After all, I am making my ancestors proud. Oh, it's this song! That's why I remember it! But yeah, after a while, caffeine just doesn't make any effect. For example, my aunt from my dad's side, she likes coffee a lot and she no longer is affected to it. She's told me that she never actually felt any like big side effects from coffee. I do know that I get jittery after my 4th cup, so I tend to limit myself to 3 cups. Because after the 4th one, I start getting the jitters. But the thing is that I actually use mugs for cups. So, I guess it's 6. We're out of creamer here, so it's time for Baileys. Hey, coffee and Baileys is actually a very good combination. It is very nice and very creamy. I cannot drink alcohol because of medicine restrictions, but I once tried one of those and it was very, very nice. It really balances out the coffee and makes it like almost like a dessert. Sometimes I worry that I will accidentally get banned because I zoom in on the breasts area when I shade it. Because I know that apparently some people got banned or got suspended because of it. But hey, I am an artist and sometimes you need to zoom in on the boobs. And I mark my stream saving plus. But yeah, I have heard of some instances in which streamers have been banned. Specifically VTubers, they have been banned because they were adjusting their model. They accidentally zoomed into their breasts. And boom, ban hammer. But hey, this is artistic. I do wonder if there are any difference for illustrators and for actual VTubers who are just chatting. Because I suppose that some artists that do studies, I mean, if you do art studies live, then you wouldn't be able to actually do them because of the nudity. Since art studies you need to do, especially if it's an anatomy study, you sometimes need to actually draw people on the moon. Yeah, no boobs allowed. We're not allowed boobs. How sad is that? So I can be shirtless here in my office. I'm pretty sure that it's only for femme presenting. It's only for femme presenting creators. Which is bullshit. You either censor us all or not censor anybody. Damn. I mean, then again, Stefan, isn't your stream avatar someone that is just full on with leather? With a leather outfit? There's not much to show in there. If you're shirtless, you gotta take the whole bodysuit off. But yes, unfortunately, censorship is okay as long as it aligns with my views. I learned that in college. College. The place where you learn that things aren't as black and white as we were taught that they were. But yeah. Censorship is a very tricky issue because unfortunately, there's also the paradox of tolerance. So, as much as you want to be as tolerant as you can towards it and towards everybody, you also cannot allow intolerant people to be there. But typically, I'm a buff feminine. Ooh. No, as far as I know, the restriction is only for femme presenting. For femme presenting chests. So I don't know if you apply towards that. Yeah, unfortunately, Stefan, you are being censored by the evil Twitch moderation team. When is this censorship going to stop? But yeah, I did hear that a streamer accidentally was adjusting their model and they accidentally zoomed into their character's boobs and they got suspended. Or they got a warning, I think. Not suspended, but a warning. But I don't know if that also applies to our streams because of what I said earlier. Because there's a lot of nudity that has to happen when you draw. For example, when I draw characters, I have to first draw their body first, so that I know where the clothes are going to lay, and how they're going to interact with the character's body. I guess every category has different rules that adjust to what exactly can be shown. I had a wildly inadequate ethics and morality class in college. I find this highly exploitable version of ethics very amusing. Yeah. Unfortunately, ethics can be very easily exploitable if there aren't, like, very specific caveats and very specific terms. That's why I think law is one of the most difficult careers to be in or to learn about, because you have to be super ultra specific or else people can hide loopholes. And then boom, your client's in jail because they found a loophole in your argument. Ethics and morality are weird. especially since they have a lot to do with cultural and societal rules, which change wildly depending on which country you're on. Because, fun fact, Colombians are actually the most body-mouthed country, or one of the most body-mouthed countries in Latin America. So, of course, our rules about insults are going to be different than, say, somebody in Argentina or Paraguay. Just because we are used to throwing insults, or what are not insults to us but are insults to other people in our country, and we may accidentally offend somebody or be overly rude. What's socially acceptable changes a lot, very, very often. Oh hey, it's the Bunny Girl song! Well, we're shading a peanut with a bunny girl! That's so thematic. By the way, I actually like the first 2/3 of the song, but it lost me on like the last part. I didn't like the last part, and it sort of ruined it for me. Which is a little bit sad. When you find a song that you really, really like, but then the end part of the song you don't really like, may actually dislike, and may actually ruin the entire song. Unfortunately, the last part of this song I really, really don't like. It just doesn't sound good to my ears. My mom's side of the family is finishing Denmark, and they don't care if you're nude, apparently. They just care if you're a nuisance and that you don't bother anyone. Yeah, see? So, standards of what's appropriate and what's not changes a lot depending on your culture. They're very liberal. Okay, it's better that they're very liberal than very conservative. I'd much rather prefer very liberal relatives than very, very conservative ones. Yeah. Like, yeah, this last part, I don't like. It feels way too different from the other parts of the song. Like, it was just added last minute. And I have done fan art of this song because I really, really like the outfit and the graphics. But unfortunately, it isn't on my playlist because of that last part. Just that one last part. If I could crop it off, I'd be very happy. I'd definitely listen to it a lot more. That is the factor okay balance. Wow. That may have been intentional actually. It's very difficult as an ethics teacher to teach ethics with a completely unbiased perspective. don't have a lot of warning signs telling you to don't go here or mess around here. There is no law that says that you can't go swimming in freezing ocean. Just like Darwin doesn't take the wheel in that. I mean, at the end of the day, if you need a sign that says do not swim here in the freezing winter, then that's just natural selection at the end of the day. But honestly, non-sexualized nudity is something that I really like. Because at the end of the day, I will repeat a lesson that my anatomy teacher taught us the first time we had a live model drawing class. Nudity can only be sexual if it is in a sexual context. So for example, if you're taking a shower, your nudity isn't sexual, you're just taking a shower. When you go to the doctor and you have to go nude for whatever reason, the doctors aren't going to view your body sexually, they're going to view it as a body that they have to examine. So yeah, I don't like that nudity or casual nudity is so sexualized. Because hey, I'm an artist, I work with nudity every single day. And at the end of the day, we weren't born with clothes on. So, I don't want to tell you. What I especially don't like also is how it is so, like gender. Nudity is so gender. Because a shirtless guy is okay, but a shirtless woman isn't, and that makes me angry. Because it doesn't make sense to me. At the end of the day, it's the same organ. Counterpoint, the human body is icky. The human body is very icky. I have friends who are med majors, and we all know that the human body is icky. But hey, if I want to study human anatomy, I can just view every single model or every single illustration that I see as sexual, or else I won't learn anything. Okay, then I'll go. Counterpoint. I am a ghost, I have no human body. Only human ghost has a human body, but that is toggleable. But the human body is very key. I guess that with the fact that the human organism just has so much stuff going on, that is actually quite insane and also kind of gross. I also get the little bit of ickiness that comes from it. But still, sometimes that ickiness can be fascinating. I actually wanted to be a vet major, or I really actually wanted to go into forensics back when I was younger. I want to know when the worldly amount of skin can clean my skin. And any earthly amount of soap can clean my skin. The worldly amount of skin can clean my skin. Oh my gosh. You know, something that I learned is that your body can sometimes get used to a cleaning agent. So for example, if you shower with the same brand of shampoo every single day for a couple of years, or just if you always shower with the same brand of shampoo for a while, it'll stop being as effective as it was when you first started using it. So it is actually recommended that you switch brands of soap or just brands of shampoo every now and again. Also, another thing that I have been taught by my dermatologist is that sometimes over cleaning So cleaning your skin too much or showering too much can actually affect your skin. And instead of actually making your skin cleaner, it actually creates a deficit of oil on your skin, and as such, your oil producing glands are going to create a surplus of oil. And that's also why sometimes you can get acne. Skin can be dirty to some if you don't understand. That is true. Just shed your mortal. Just shed your mortal vessel and become a ghost like me. That way you won't need to worry about your skin. Yeah, I have eczema, so I can only have full body showers every week, or else my body will be rashy. I'll get rashes and I'll get very itchy. And also, I'll just break out. I'll start breaking out. Because when you have eczema, your body doesn't produce enough oils. So every time you get any friction, any amount of friction on your body, you'll end up either getting an allergic reaction or you'll get a rash. And that's why it is recommended by dermatologists that, well, if you have regular skin, you can shower every day, but also not use very hot water, and change the brand of soap that you use every once in a while so that it's still effective. And if you have eczema, then to actually not shower too much or use a very, very delicate soap so that you don't actually take off the actual good oils that your skin needs to actually protect you. Fun fact, my skin is very, very sensitive, and even though I do have eczema, like regular eczema, there are some dermatologic products that I'm allergic to. So there has been like a very real trial and error on which type of soap, which type of creams and moisturizers I have to use that don't make me break out, or that don't make me just want to remove my skin off my body because I get really, really itchy and I get rashes. But yeah, if you're having trouble with maybe too oily of a skin, or you don't seem to get your skin as clean as you'd like it to be, sometimes the opposite. So instead of showering a lot, you should maybe lower your showering time or change soap, and maybe not use that many soap to actually make it more clean. Bodies are weird like that. Just like how some scientists discovered that when you alter the DNA or in a cell to produce more purple pigment, this was an experiment done on plants, but they wanted to make purpler flowers, and so they tried altering the DNA of the plant so that it produced more purple plants. But the plant thought that maybe that change was a virus or an illness or a mutation that was going to be harmful to the plant. So instead of getting purple plants, like how the scientists predicted, they got white. They got white flowers instead of the purple flowers. It is like sort of little defense mechanisms that we have to be aware of. Because our skin is our first line of defense against microbes and stuff. And sometimes those layers of oil are produced in excess because our body thinks that they're actually protecting us. No more showering, got it. Yeah, no more showering. Showering is banned. Don't clip that. But yeah, skin is a weird thing. It's a very weird organ. And sometimes there are some things that the skin does that can be counterproductive. That's whipped cream. That's whipped cream. No, it's not what you're thinking that it is. It's not what you think. It's whipped cream. This is strawberries and cream. And this is a strawberry. Strawberry. Look, it's whipped cream. That's okay. That's okay, it's whipped cream. Oh yeah, that sometimes happens. Don't worry about it, it'll appear again. It's okay, it'll appear again. There we go. There we go. I am back. But yeah, that sometimes happens. The problem with PNG Tuber Plus is that it is unfortunately an abandoned program. So there are a couple of bugs that were never fixed. But it usually doesn't do this. Don't worry. It's okay, I'm back. Ooh. I am banished because I am a ghost. Sometimes I banish. That's just what ghosts do. I ghost you. Yeah, don't worry about it, Anfield. This is with me. If this was real life, I would never do this because I would feel weird. Whipped cream is very sticky and I don't like sticky. But it is good. Nothing here. Nothing against the Twitch TOS. Learning about ghosts, cultural awareness. Yeah, that's right. There are many things about ghosts that people don't know. And I am contractually obligated to educate people on ghosts, on ghostly business. Okay, now the fun part. Okay, it's whipped cream. It's truly whipped cream, or else human ghost wouldn't have agreed to do this photo shoot. Why do I know that? Because I also wouldn't have agreed if it wasn't whipped cream. I really like strawberries and cream. They are so nice. And I wish that whipped cream was less expensive here in Colombia because I love it. Maybe it's for the best that whipped cream is expensive, or else I may get diabetes from just downing an entire vat of whipped cream and strawberries. But then again, I do suffer from hypoglycemia, which is technically the opposite. So how bad would that be? Down a whole vat of whipped cream. This one I can just use some nice purple. There we go. And this is my favorite part of doing any illustration. Well, aside from shading the translucent parts, I need to shade the translucent parts first. It's okay because it's easy. But my favorite part is coloring the line art and adding the shines. My line art is very thick compared to other anime artists, so when it's just black, it doesn't look very cohesive. But once it is colored, it just makes the piece so much better. At least that's what I think. I always love shading my line art or adding color to my line art because it just makes it look so much better, like more dimensional. And it still keeps the line variation, which is very important for me. That's why I use thicker line art, so that I can get greater line variation. Okay, now my favorite part. Textures. This sort of like brush tool, like very brush bristle tool. Just add the shines. Specifically to the translucent thing, because that makes it look like fabric, like a type of fabric. I really like that. It really makes them look like stockings. This is, by the way, free brush from Medibang. So if you use Medibang, you can do this effect with the same brush that I'm using. It's like a dry brush for these highlights. I was very hesitant on buying Medibang Premium just because I am Colombian and oftentimes things and subscriptions like those are priced in dollars, and the dollar is way stronger than the Colombian peso, so it ends up being way too expensive for my budget. But thankfully, Medibang Premium is actually super affordable for how much it offers. So with this dry brush is more like linear instead of dotted, which is the one that I use for the translucent parts, and that way it gives it like the feeling that this is actually like a ribbon that has threaded parts, and it's those threaded parts that are shiny. For the shoes, since they're going to be like some sort of very smooth material, very glossy, they don't really need that much texture. For liner, I usually find that eye shines are a little bit tricky, or shines in particular are a little bit more tricky since the hair is already so highly reflective. So I have to make my shines be very intentional, so that it really looks like the hair is shining rather than it being just like part of the face, part of the hair. A little bit of pinkish lighting for some parts of the tones. Also, it's okay if you go out of a lining, because in Medibang you can just select the contents of the layer and invert the selection and erase the contents of the selection, so that way I can delete the parts that don't need lightning or that I don't want to have add layer strokes to it. But look, it already looks really good. But it'll look better once I color the line art. And that's also great because it's almost midnight. notice it more once I color the hair so that you see what I'm talking about when it talks. But unifying the entirety of the shading. this song is so cute. Oh, this is a cover. Also, welcome back from the ad break. This is hot singing. Oh yeah, this is from Project Sentai. I wonder. But yeah, as you can see, when you color the liner, things start changing. I remember this song when it released because it was actually an ad for chocolates for Valentine's Day. It was such a cute music video too. So this is very on theme. Yeah, this is a cover from the original song by Eve from Project Sentai, apparently. That's what the song says. Oh, look. Once you actually color, it looks so much more cohesive. This is why coloring the liner is one of my favorite parts. It just brings the piece even more together. By the way, I am only adding color to the interior parts of the drawing, and that is on purpose, so that you can easily distinguish the character from the background and the other things they're interacting with, because the color palette is very similar. It is very, very pinky, so it can be difficult to make sure that it actually contrasts well with everything when the palette is so restricted, at least in terms of color. Now for this one, since this one is actually white, I usually use white as the liner color, and that way it looks even more translucent when you use white as a liner color for pieces like this. And as you can see, the more color I'm adding to the line art, the more cohesive it's becoming, which it is. This is why I love coloring line art, because it really brings everything together. One final illustration. I have been using this tutorial by No to shape the strawberries, and they feel so much more realistic than my style. They almost look out of place, but I really like the effects and just how well the tutorial works. So I'm just now shading every strawberry I use in the style that No used for the tutorial. That just goes to show how good of a tutorial it is, because it was also very easy to follow. I believe that I did that for one of the older Valentine streams. If it isn't on my last boss, it is already uploaded to my bot channel on YouTube, which I should advertise more now that I think about it. Also, yeah, the illustrator that made the tutorial is No Concept on Twitter, and I believe also on Instagram. I don't know if they have a Blue Sky. But their tutorials are very easy to follow. And there we go. So we finished the character part at least of the illustration. Of course, we're also missing the objects and the background, but I'll probably do that either offline or in another stream. Thank you so much for coming, and let's see who we can rate tonight. Let's see who's online and who we can say a nice hello to. I'm both checking my recommendations, so just seeing if any shows are online. Ooh! There's Siri Coffee Quiz online playing Infinity Mickey. That's cool. Let's actually... A very nice welcome. And, as always, here is our raid message. So that we can give her a little spook. Let me see. Let me see the name of the song. It's Daringu Dance. Daringu Dance. By Cupid. Yes. Let's give your copy a nice surprise and say hello. And I hope to see you guys on Monday's stream, where we will also be dressing as some boys. Have a nice night.